Sundari writes that every time she goes to visit her family, she witnesses that old patterns and behaviors arise. And for her it's clear that the awareness is not affected, but still she's seeing this kind of old stuff coming up. And she says that these situations where when this kind of stuff comes up is giving her a bad feeling inside. And she's asking you for advice on how to stop these patterns from occurring.
And the real pattern is not the parents, it's not the society you go back to necessarily, but the impact it's having on you and why it should impact on you so greatly. Some things are completely understandable. If you go back to a familiar environment, you'll find that some things almost start to move automatically, almost as though something goes a bit into role play. But you know you're also not this, you see? And we must not fight with that so much, because fighting with it is giving it excessive importance. It is okay, you go back to see your family, and you know that, you know, some people, I've just spoken with some person who I've known for many years, I didn't see them. And after many years now, I'm even just speaking with them on telephone, I see, you know, that many things have changed in their outer life, but inside they're still ignorant of this truth. And even today, while sitting here, we meet people in the park who has come, who they're coming from a history. They know you 15 years ago, they're still talking 15-year-old talk. They've not really moved on. There is not that freshness. So they trouble you. They will trouble you. We can't help it, you know, because you can't just run away. So you come back and you hear and you see, and this brings up a lot of compassion sometimes, you know. But there's nothing you can do unless there's the openness. It's not. I'm not a one-man band here to come and change anything. If there is something there, then a chemistry, a dance can happen, and something may come out of it. I don't know. But sometimes you cannot see where it's going. You're with your family and they regard you the same way. Don't expect them anything of them. Don't expect that they should see you as a new person, that they should even appreciate your ability. Don't expect anything at all from anybody. Yeah? Just go, and if they're not able to see and appreciate your growth, don't feel bad about it. It's okay. They don't have to be different from they are, but you are different from how you used to be in a way of perceiving. So just go. Don't expect to be to have a joyful meeting necessarily. Just be there, because nature brings you there, and sometimes you have to be back in this environment and just be the best you can be. Don't judge yourself, don't judge anybody, you know. And you may find like this, you leave and something feels softer. Something, if you're not going back with a judgment, and you just go and accept that, you know, they are however they are. You see, it's like this. Then you'll find that you move in a softer environment, and it might be okay. Because, you know, the truth is not separate from this. You know, this is also perfection, you know. This is also sacred. All of this. And what you have discovered here has to be lived out here also. And it doesn't always have to, you know, that you see the effects of it. It's not that you're here to come and change all of this. Be okay with it. You're not being judged on this. Be okay with it. And some people will dislike you for no reason. Like some people will love you for no reason. We just get used to it. Question? Whenever I go visit my family,
all patterns and behaviors come up.
All patterns and behaviors come up. How to stop it? Be aware of it. Just be aware of that, you know, and don't identify with it. This is already a great start. Be aware of that. It doesn't belong to you, it belongs to nature. It's something that happens like this. And just be aware of it. And as I said, don't identify with it. You know? It will not be easy, because this is something you say familiar. There are some things in our life that when you return to them, they're not familiar anymore. You know? Some places you grow up, people you meet, people who are very close friends that slept in the same bed with you, but when you see them again, it's not familiar anymore. Sometimes this whole world that doesn't feel familiar anymore. Especially if you have fresh eyes to see it. It just doesn't feel, doesn't belong to the past. You don't belong to the past. So everything, you know, some superficial conditioning maybe is still moving, the energy of that still plays on the surface. But you're not suffering from that, you're not so caught in that. There's greater generosity in your being. Don't be afraid. Sometimes this is a big mirror also, to show you that you're still caught up in an old trap. And now is a wonderful time to set this, set yourself free. Set this trap free also. Let it go. You know? Because if you're only good in a cave, but you're not good in a cafe, then something is not true. You have to be good both. You're in a cafe also, you know, you're in your inner cave, you're okay. You will even laugh with people and talk, maybe it might come. But something is cocooned from all of that. It's like it doesn't penetrate into you at all. You see? But if you don't have this understanding and this recognition inwardly, it's like everything you touch is like it sinks into the very marrow of your being. So you have to get out of it. All he needs to do is continue following my advice. And go back to the family when you need to, you know. And you will see, things will change. But don't hold your breath. It's okay if they don't change.